Test. Danny Gilfillan for Boxing Social and Associated Empire Fights Zone. Our King's pleasure to be joined by Magic Michael Ofo. Mike, big night for your man Fabio Wardley. This long-awaited, much-discussed homecoming at Portman Road. You've been closer to them than most people. How's he feeling?
Yeah, he's feeling good. He's cool, calm, and collected, as they say. Fabio's just always relaxed. And I think that's one of his best attributes, his ability just to stay calm until he's ready to turn up.
How did the change of opponent affect the preparation? Obviously, his style different between Jarrell Miller and Justice Finney's chalk and cheese. Fabio said there the mental approach from Justice and Finney, it wouldn't have mattered if it was Jarrell, but in terms of a technical change, how difficult was that? I know they had maybe 4 weeks, but still an issue.
Yeah, again, I think in terms of his calmness and his demeanor, I don't think it had any effect on him. Fabio works on being the best Fabio. So yes, of course, in camp, they had to make changes and tweaks. But again, we saw against Fraser Clark, the second fight, Fabio's ability to make changes was not a problem. So yeah, he had to make a few changes. They had, I think, just over 4 weeks, and then on the press conference today, they were talking about 3.5 weeks of training. So, we're starting to see a few little excuses pop up already.
WBA interim title on the line. Maiden, if Fabio is to come through, he'll be next in line, or one of the next in line, for a shot at either Alexander Usyk and Daniel Dubois. With under 20 fights coming off the white collar background, would you be happy to chuck Fabio in at that sort of level if he is to come through?
I don't even think it's us that would be happy. It's Fabio would be happy to be chucked in. He's not one to call out names, but he wants all of the biggest fights. Whoever the champions are, whoever's available, Fabio will be ready to fight. And it's not going to be hard to be made. We're one of the easiest teams to work with and to make fights happen. And I think if you look at a track record of Fabio, he's always taking a risk. SOS management, sink or swim, and he embodies that whole image of our brand.
Yeah. Mike, well, I got you. Just want to know if you could shed some light on what's happening with Dillian. Obviously, late withdrawal. We're hearing there's a big fight planned for August, September. Just talk to me a bit about why Dillian's not on the card, and is there any clues as to a name for the summer? People are speculating it could be Lawrence Okolie.
Yeah, there's Lawrence Okolie needs to go and fight Richard Riakporhe. We've got unfinished business with Richard Riakporhe, so I think Lawrence Okolie should focus on that. Where obviously in the Dillian Whyte business, we've got some exciting news hopefully coming soon, and it should be a massive opportunity for Dillian Whyte. We really struggled on this show. Nobody really wanted to fight Dillian and be reasonable. And like I said, we're working on other opportunities.
I spoke to Martin Bakole in Glasgow a couple of weeks ago, and he's still got a lot of animosity towards Dillian. I spoke to Dillian a few months ago, and there's still plenty of bad blood there. Is that a fight you could entertain, or is there almost too much bad blood in a sense?
No, Dillian would be more than happy to fight. I think this whole boogeyman aura, which, to be honest, Dillian never feared him in the first place, but that whole myth has been displaced, so it wouldn't be a hard fight to give it. But there's loads of big fights out there to do. Loads of good fights.
Yeah, the Anthony Joshua rematch is one that people still talk about. AJ looking for an opponent. Is that one of the fights potentially Dillian would eye up?
Yeah, of course. Dillian and AJ, I think they have a perfect mix of fire. That whenever that fight gets made again, it's gonna be massive. So that's a fight that Dillian is always open to having, and the history saying that is always ready to go when it comes to Anthony Joshua.
Mike, appreciate your time. We'll let you get on. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And listen,
appreciate it.
I just want to add one more thing. Look out for Mike Perez. He's on the undercard.
I didn't know you actually represented him.
Yeah, we've been starting representing since.
What a story that man has.
What a story that Mike Perez has. So yeah, just use this platform. Watch out for Mike Perez. He's back. He wants to fight all of the active champions. He's like I said, Daddy's back, and he's a very hungry individual. And on Saturday, I think we're going to see a devastating performance from Mike Perez.
Thank you very much.